Good evening, Blue Devil Nation, for tonight's Blue Water Area Conference matchup between the visiting Broncos of North Branch against your Varsity Blue Devils. Check us out on YouTube TV 12 or Comcast Channel 6. Jason Robbins produces. Tyler Blish and Tristan Dooley on camera tonight. I'm Keith Bartels with Scott Simmons.
Great to be here.
We big game tonight, especially for the Blue Devils to stay in first place tie with the Raiders of Elmont, and North Branch wants to stay in the race by beating the Blue Devils and then hoping the Blue Devils beat the Raiders to get help, so there's a three-way tie, because currently North Branch is 4-1 and their only loss is to Elmont, and that was 61-21?
60-21, yeah. Elmont put a hurting on them.
That Elmont team we have here next week, a very good team. We'll talk about that later, but the Blue Devils need to take care of business tonight to make what would be for all the marble game next week and to knock North Branch out of any title contention. They have to avenge a 37-0 game last year you were at.
It was ugly.
And this team, again, is built same. They're going to run it between the tackles. They're going to pound it. They're going to try to wear you down. They want to get into a slugfest, whereas the Blue Devils want to have a fast track, get up and down the field.
Right.
Going to be a good one. It's going to tell us a lot where we match up with Elmont next week.
And for those people who went to the game last year up in North Branch, they'll remember weather was about 30 degrees. It was raining. Winds were gusting about 35 miles an hour. And about everything that could have went wrong did go wrong for the Blue Devils, and that led to your 35 or 37-0 score. So there's a little revenge factor in tonight.
Shave has her teed up, ready to go. Kicks it high, end over end, sideways end over end at about the 5-yard line. North Branch gets it. Number 24 misses one tackle, takes it out to about the 27-yard line. That's Jacob Ranney. Now, the interesting thing here tonight is North Branch starts a freshman quarterback, number 10, we believe. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, they're not a drop back, 60-70% of the time. They're going to run it probably 70-80% of the time.
They use a lot of misdirection back in the backfield.
And that's where the Blue Devils have to read their keys and not follow the ball. But here they come out in that T formation, double tight, old school football with a freshman quarterback. Now they're in this wing, traditional Delaware wing. Motion near side, gives it to him on a jet sweep. Nice tackle there by
Wesley Peters.
14 with the carry. That's Brandon Martin. So when you run an offense like this, it's still tough. Don't get me wrong, but it's easier for a freshman quarterback.
Right.
When you're heavy in the run formation, maybe even 90-10.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking before the pregame here, and Keys is every time you can legally get a hat on him and hit him, the Blue Devils need to take advantage.
Yeah, as soon as he portrays himself as a runner or becomes a runner. Ooh, someone stopped.
Nice hard run in there by 14 Martin, tripped up by Spencer.
Stricker got him. Mm-hmm. Colton Stricker got him on the edge.
Need to get my glasses, but that looked like the old Green Bay Lombardi pulling two guys and having them.
These guys aren't taking much time, man. They got the play in, they're ready to go.
They say usually the first 15, 20 plays are scripted by either side. Inside trap. Gracchioli and
60, Regan Rewalt was the one with the hit there.
And Rewalt, number 9, the fullback, Ellie Robinette. Yeah, they're ready. They got the next play going. They got their substitution going. You look at their coaching list here. They have about 15 of them.
They do.
And quarterbacks running to the sidelines to get the play, and other personnel is shuffling in and out. Back to that traditional tee. They're going to go back to the Delaware wing tee. Jet sweep, inside trap. That's an illegal block in the back.
Nice job right there.
Oh.
Nice job on the edge.
Nice job stretching that out and, like you said, forcing it back in so the linebackers could fill. Jacob.
Reese Rinna is the one on the edge over there. I know he's playing more as a cornerback or modified linebacker there, but he's the one responsible for getting up the field there, forcing that running back to come back to the pursuit. Nice job.
Yeah, bring up 3rd and 9. So here we're going to see, if Damaska, the freshman quarterback, can make a play. This is where you want to be able to get to him mentally. Here comes a late substitution.
It's almost like if you're North Branch, do you trust him to throw, or is it 4-down territory? Timeout.
Timeout, North Branch. I think
North Branch.
I think they called that timeout maybe to avoid a penalty. Coker had his hands up in the air. He thought that was an illegal substitution.
They did. They ran a guy on late from the sideline after the huddle had broken.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that's legal. The old play back in the day when I coached is you would have 10 guys in your huddle. You're punting the ball. You'd have 10 guys in your huddle, and you set up for the punt. And then at the last minute, you'd put the one person on the field outside the numbers, and just stand just inside the out of bounds, and you try to hide them, and then you throw that fade route to them, and can't do that anymore. I think everybody that's in the play has to start inside the numbers or hashes.
I think North Branch understands they're probably not going to get too much up the middle. It's more of a show-me run. So if they're looking for big yardage on the ground, Richmond's ends have to be ready to get upfield and contain.
3 and 9.
Wing formation, slot right. It's a quarterback keep.
Quarterback kept it.
Gets outside the right side. There's a good hit out of bounds. Good to see there's no flag. Couldn't tell if he was out of bounds from our end.
That's a good hit on the quarterback, though. That's good.
Very good hit.
4th down here. 4th down territory, or does North Branch punt it?
About 3, it looks like, with the ball being spotted somewhere around that 38-yard line.
It's going to be at the 38, so you're looking at 4th and 3. Oh, they did call the flag.
Oh, that's terrible.
I didn't see the flag. That's horrible. That's why I said I couldn't tell from this angle if he was out of bounds or not, but there was no flag. And here, like you said, North Branch's coming right up there. They want to go.
25 to the 23-yard line.
Well, that takes a decision-making out of it. I think they would have gone for it. So he just wound the clock. He was out of bounds. So if it's a penalty for hitting him out of bounds, then the clock shouldn't wind.
No.
24, Rainey, too many yards on 1st down. But back to that, he wound the clock.
Right.
And if it's a late hit out of bounds, the clock stops when the ball's out of bounds.
That's correct.
This isn't middle school football where it starts.
Maybe we got the middle school refs tonight.
Bring up 2nd and 3. They start into that traditional T formation, double tight, and then they usually, this time they're not, getting down set, just pure off tackle, but nice cutback by 14, Martin.
That cutback has been there twice now, once to the right and once to the left.
It's going to be at about the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Gut check time for the Blue Devils. They need a big play. Turnover on downs. Hold them to a field goal attempt. Try to shut down this drive that was aided by a 15-yard late hit. So far, Damaska hasn't had to do much for him, the freshman. Double tight T behind him. Inside.
Got him. Nice job.
Nice play.
51, McKernan, I believe, is the guy who made the initial contact and then hung on.
Looks like a loss on the play. Bring up 2nd and goal from 6.5, 7. That inside is the tough part of the Blue Devil defense. They've had success spreading this out and or cutting back. So far, if you're a Bronco, you like the scripted plays so far and the hurry up.
Yeah. Even though there's a huddle, there's a little urgency to it.
Slot right. Off tackle right.
Quarterback keep. Oh, that's phenomenal play.
Great job.
Reese Renna read that beautifully.
This is going to make
And the
a
quarterback with the keeper, William
big
Damascus,
third
brought
and
down
goal.
in the backfield for a loss. Looked like
That is a
Loretta.
huge play. North Branch went from 1st and goal at the 6. Now they're 3rd and goal from about the 12. No, 16-yard line, 17-yard line.
Now
That's a
you,
huge
yes,
play.
it is. You want to avoid penalties here. You know, give them anything. You know, give them 5-6 yards, keep them out of the end zone, and have them, you know, try a field goal if they have a kicker.
I did not see one warming up at all before the game.
The wind is relatively non-existent. Slight breeze, maybe. Trips.
Wide. That's inside the 5.
That's inside the 5. He's going to be down at the 4. Too many yards on that. So now it's a very manageable 4th and goal from the 4, almost the 5. That play they ran, I think it was their first play when they gave it to Martin. We'd call it old Lombardi, student body left. He had a lot of running room there. I think if he was a little quicker, he could have scored when they had it back in their own territory and on that one.
Big play here.
Well, that's a situation where if you're that outside corner, you're that outside backer, you have to take on that first blocker.
You have to
lay them out.
You have to take them on.
And let your defense do the rest.
Nope, false start.
And that was going to be an inside trap to number 8, Deshesky. That's going to make it 4th and goal from the 9.
It looks like the Shesky is a little bit bigger than the rest of the backs in that field. He must be the ground and pound type.
Very impressive first drive for the Broncos. This was a good stand so far for the Blue Devils. One play away from making an excellent stand. Here comes 4 in. And he's going to try the field goal now. Number 60 with the hold. Number 29, Ryan DeWitt. Watch the ball, don't jump here. That kick is way, and it is no good. Wide left.
That's right.
Excellent stand by the Blue Devils. Very impressive drive by the Broncos, taking off,
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah, they were aided by a penalty. Richmond got the 15-yard out of bound late hit penalty against North Branch. 4th and goal, moves them back and had to try for a longer field goal. Works out well for Richmond.
Yeah, because on that 4th and goal from the 4, they were trying to run it. And I was a little surprised with the inside trap call there, but Blue Devils will take it.
So now you get to see the opposite of what North Branch does. Richmond gets in there and spreads them out.
Brandon Shorman in shotgun, twins near side. Inside handoff with the Montanari. No gain on the play. Sniffed out well by the Broncos.
That right there by the North Branch defense. No gain on the play.
See what they do here. We talk about all the time. Every play is run to set up the next play. See what Coach Coker's first 15 scripted are here. I know they talked a lot of revenge and getting another crack at North Branch, because that, even though they got, like you said, it was 37-0, a lot of things didn't go their way. Delore near side. Snyder motion, fakes, steps up.
Overthrew him.
Miscommunication there
And Sherman's pass intended for Sherman goes
between Zach and Brandon. Yeah, he was it was like a skinny post, and he threw more of a fade or a stop and go type of route.
3 and 10 for the Blue Devils.
3rd and 10. See what the Blue Devils have here. Might be so far that North Branch defense has been a little aggressive, maybe a little screen here. Although Shorman had time on that last pass.
He did. Line held up really well. Here's your
Shorman
rollout.
Rolling right. He steps up. That's a situation where you got to hold your blocks
Looks like by number 56,
from the backside.
Lucas Andrews.
Loss on the play. Bring up 4th and 12.
Bring it 4th and about 12. Ball back at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's one of those plays where upstairs you're saying, if that trend continues, that when you roll out like that and you're going to get that backside pressure, you're going to have to tell Shorman you're going to have to speed up your internal clock a little bit. So Shorman to punt. Nice high end over end kick, and it's fumbled.
That's
number 20 took a good bounce to get it. Caden Mears. Yeah, he was awkward when he went after that ball. He didn't get under it.
Almost like a knuckleball floating up there, but you got to believe your receiver should have really sure hands. And
well, it's almost like he's almost like an outfielder there. He like misjudged it and like reached up and back for it instead of coming up underneath it nice and smooth.
It's a 35-yard punt. Kind of helps shift the field position. Need to make a stand.
Again, the Blue Devils coming into this game with the injury bug. Lots of players not playing.
Pass.
Quarterback back to pass, and he's the southpaw. Nice tip. That ball was tipped by 14.
Bartolomucci.
I didn't realize he was a southpaw. You like that?
I do like that.
Nice little play action in there, and he set up nicely over the right tackle and looked like a pretty nice ball. It was about 20, 25 yards downfield on a line.
I thought Zach Shorman on that play. I know he's on our side of the field, but he floated to the top side and caught the receiver who was running the deep post and took that away. That's why he kind of settled for that receiver underneath.
Here's that student body near side.
Got it.
Late fill.
The end on this side of the field is simply not getting upfield and getting turned inside so easily, and that's what makes that play happen.
3rd and 1 here for the Broncos. I wouldn't be surprised to see him just line it up, snap it, and do a quarterback sneak with the mascot. See what they call. Double tight T behind him. Inside trap to 24.
Oh, got it.
Second effort, cut back a little bit, got it.
And number 24.
Peters with the tackle.
Rainey with a handoff brought down.
Good for a Bronco first down. 1st and 10 from the Blue Devil 44 with 2:50 to go. First quarter, quick first quarter. Yeah, the Blue Devils are going to have to get an answer for that student body left. They've been close to breaking a couple of those. T formation again behind Damaska. Gives it to 24. He cuts back. Good hit in there. Short gain. Call it 2.
Rainey with a handoff, trying to get around that side. Gets a couple yards on the play, maybe 2.
That's a good job by the ends over there getting upfield.
Yeah, they definitely forced it back. Didn't allow him to get outside. We've talked about it every week. Whether you're an end or a corner, you have to attack it outside in. If you go inside too fast and they get around you, there's no help.
20.
2nd and 8. T behind.
And number 8 with a quick hitter, great.
No gain on the play.
Right there, right by the interior defensive line of the Blue Devils.
Jasheski.
It's a big play right there.
Yes,
another 3rd down here. Let's go.
Well, you're wondering, and I don't know the North Branch coaches, and I haven't followed North Branch football, but you wonder, is he the same type of coach as Coker?
Right.
Are you running things to set up things? So we'll see. 3rd down and 7. Big play.
Pass.
He's going screen. That's an illegal man downfield. 74.
And that pass goes incomplete out there.
Number 74 was a good 5 yards downfield, unless he was eligible. 4th and 7. Good stand so far. See what their coach is thinking about what he's going to do here. I can't see him going for it from there with the Blue Devils' explosive offense.
Yeah, they can play field position.
Right, and there's 59 seconds to go the first quarter. You've had the ball for 9 minutes of it.
There you go.
They're lining up to go for
Unless
it.
they're trying to get him to jump. Oh, pass. Different
Number
guy
8,
passing.
different quarterback.
That's holding.
Yep,
It's
there's.
intercepted. Nice job by Colton Stricker.
You know what I do here?
You got to
though?
drop that.
Yeah. Well, you know what I do is I take the penalty.
Yeah.
Have them march off 10 and make them punt it. Because you got the ball at the 15-yard line. You never like to give up. You never like to give up the ball, but Coker's not even thinking about it.
It's just like a punt to North Branch.
But why is he talking to the North Branch coach? So they're wait for them to. I don't understand. We saw him throw the flag. Is he going to mark it off? Is he going? Here's the call. Holding. Penalties decline. He didn't even come over to us.
You didn't even talk to him.
First and 10, Richmond with the ball at their own 15-yard line.
I don't even think our head coach is aware of what happened.
He didn't even come over. He was talking to the North Branch coach the whole time. I don't. Well, anyways, we have Brandon Shorman here. Shotgun. Twins to his left. Tuck that ball
field.
away.
Hang on the ball.
That's you got 5-6 guys on it. That's awful late whistle. Gain of 9. Nice play of being 2nd and 1. That just sets up the old fake and go.
I think that first drive, North Branch was playing off the receivers quite a bit, trying to take away the deep ball, the big play. And that's going to leave that 5-7 yard underneath. And if you're going to let Richmond do that all the way down the field, I think they'll take it.
Absolutely. Delore again near side. Twins to Brandon's left. Montanari to his left. He gives it to him.
Oh, just stutter stepping.
There's a
dancing.
face mask.
Yep.
No call.
Montanari with the handout going nowhere. Met right there by.
You got to talk to him, and I'm sure they will. Coach Misko's probably not happy. You can't be dancing looking for a hole. You got to get it and go. At the end of the first quarter, a very fast first quarter. Check us out on YouTube, TV 12, or Comcast Channel 6. Jason Robbins, our producer, Tyler Blish, and Tristan Dooley on camera tonight. I'm Keith Bartell. Scott Simmons bringing you Richmond Varsity football. October 4th, 2019. It's hard to believe this is week 6 already. It seems like we were just here for week 1 with Marysville.
It's not. You know why? Because it's freezing cold out tonight.
It is cold. It's cold. But, you know, I don't think we're done with warm weather yet.
I think we got one more good night coming. At least one.
At least one. This is cold, and I know the Farmer's Almanac is predicting a horrible winter, not only a lot of snow, but abnormal polar vortex, and they're saying not 1 or 2 days of a polar vortex, they're talking weeks.
Right.
So
no thank you.
No. And it makes me wonder why I always live up here.
No, we don't have earthquakes, we don't have hurricanes.
Yeah, once a Michigander, always a Michigander.
I guess so.
So we'll see what they have dialed up here in 3rd and 4.
Big play, just to get some momentum for the offense. Keep them on the field a little bit longer.
And switch the field position.
Yeah.
Shorman, Delore our side, Twins to his right. He rolls this way.
Got him. Missed him. He threw it 100 miles an hour behind him.
Yeah.
All you had to do is put it in his hands out in front and to first down.
Yeah, and you know that's a hard pass coming to your left, being a right-handed quarterback, but he didn't set his feet.
No.
He didn't set his feet. He didn't turn his shoulders, get his shoulder square, and set his feet. And when you don't set your feet, the ball's going to sail on you like it did. So Shorman coming off. Brandon, I think, is out there. He's our punter in ball's absence.
That's a big miss. Schneider's running wide open down the middle of the field there. He's got to lay it in there. Don't need a fastball, just something he can catch because there's nobody within 10 yards of him.
No, he was wide open.
Need a bounce, get a roll.
Kick us away. This 20's getting away from it this time after last time.
Coaches said, don't you dare try to catch it.
So that ball would be down at the 41-yard line of North Branch. 11:44 to go, no score.
So it'll be first and 10, North Branch. The ball spotted at the 42-yard line, their own 42.
So Damascus.
Inside. Nice hit by Wesley Peters.
And he kept driving his legs through that tackle.
With a handoff, taking it up the middle, brought down right there by Peters.
Gain of about 3.
Gain of maybe 3 on the play. Fumbling all over here with these microphones.
2 and 7.
Feel like John Madden. Except I need the telestrator. Boom!
Right. Exactly.
So 2nd and 7. Flanker to the left of Damascus. Wing left. Off tackle.
Oh, boy.
Quick hitter. Hiding that ball. Gets the first down. Nice tough run in there.
Number 8, Greg Krzyzewski with a handoff, brought down. And
Matthew Bartolomucci was the one who stepped up from the safety position and got the hit in. Initial hit, which is 8 yards down the field. And that's never what you want to see on defense.
Well, that's what I see. You know, as I said, that's a nice tough run in there. But you're absolutely right. He wasn't tough. I mean, there was a nice hole there, and he did a nice job of hanging onto the ball with 2 hands and lowering his shoulder. The tough run part of it was started at 8 yards downfield. 1st and 10 inside Blue Devil territory. Twins near side, double wing, motion away. It's that student body.
They got him.
They
Nice
got him
job.
Nice job there.
And Martin, number 14, with
Trying
a
to see.
handoff.
Looks like Reagan Rewalt is the guy that chased that down from the backside.
On the outside. Loss on the play, takes
Yes,
it
it was.
Maybe a loss of 1 or
I don't know if my eyes are getting bad, but those numbers are hard to read.
The
Richmond numbers.
Yeah, the Richmond numbers are hard to read. Once the jerseys start getting bunched up a little bit, they all bleed together. It makes it hard on the old eyes.
Yes, North Branch there, if they had white helmets, they would almost look like Penn State.
Yeah.
A little easier to read their numbers. 15 coming near side there, Wagoner. Different formation here, shotgun, motion near side. That's going to be offsides against the Blue Devils.
Yep, Reese Renna jumped off sides over here.
So made a nice play, but then he got a little too, got to watch the ball.
Yeah.
Offsides against the Blue Devils, going to take the ball down to the 40.
It'll be 2nd
line.
and 6, short 7.
Remains 2nd down.
There's a different formation there that Damascus was in shotgun with a backer behind him and 2 wings. Haven't seen that yet. See what they're running. If 15, isn't that breaking the huddle with 12? 15 ran out of the huddle. Number 15.
Did he go to the sideline?
Yeah. There's inside trap fake. Quarterback keeps it.
Yep. There's a holding in there.
There's a hold.
Absolutely.
The umpire wanted this back official, head official wanted to call it. It looked like he went to grab for it and then he thought twice about it.
Flag on the play.
And then the back judge from the deep part threw the flag. It's a spot foul, so we'll see where it's marked off at. I always get a kick out of this when they're sitting here talking. It's like, this is what I saw. It was on this yard line. March it back. See.
Flag, it'll be first.
It's almost like they don't know what they're doing.
What are you throwing the flag for? You don't go to the umpire.
At the 34-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Now we know why that conversation was so long.
Right.
34.
You know, and it's a tough job officiating. You officiate. I've done a lot. Not this game, but and it's a tough job and a thankless job. But when you do stuff like that, that's kind of embarrassing. Flanker near side, Damascus motion here inside handoff.
Got him inside. Danny McKernan, 51.
Nice job getting to the ankles there.
He split the gap. I know he was on his belly, but he reached up, grabbed the running back's legs, and held on for dear life. Teammates helped him out.
Gain of 1, bring up 2nd and 9. 8:26 to go, second quarter, no score in a very fast-paced game. Not a track race, not a horse race up and down the field, but just methodical by the Broncos and not a lot of sustaining drives by the Blue Devils. 0-0. Almost looked like a false start by the back.
And I would wager to say, I don't know if there's a lot of yardage, offensive yardage. North Branch probably has 60, 70 offensive yards, maybe a little bit more. Richmond is probably at 0 right now. 2 stalled drives, that's it.
Yeah, the Blue Devils, we get a first down yet?
No. I think we run 6 plays.
This will be the third drive for North Branch in Blue Devil territory.
This is one of those you got to watch the ball if you're on defense.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. Double tight T. Look for a power play. Counter to 14.
There's your cutback again.
And Martin, pretty good back.
Down to about the 20, which will be enough for a Bronco first down. Brought down there by number 14, Bartolomucci.
Nice play. That
21-yard line.
Their success has been attacking our left side of the line, off tackle and outside tackle. So I think what happened is Blue Devils made some adjustments on that, that Lombardi student body left, and now that counter cutting up underneath that. This, here's that shotgun.
Like a pistol.
Inside, almost a read option. Damaska gave it to the fullback. They run that. They spread you out. Flanker right and left. 2 wings and a back. And shotgun. Not their bread and butter. I think that certainly is a running formation. 6:23 to go. Second quarter, no score. Broncos in the red zone. Second time tonight. Missed a field goal on their first drive. Slot left, motion left.
Quarterback. Yes, nice job. Justin Schweiger did a great job of getting upfield and containing there. That quarterback wanted to get outside as quick as he could. He would not let that happen. And I think it was the other, Zach Shorman, that came up and finally cleaned it up. But all credit goes to Schweiger on that play.
It sure does, because that you do your responsibility so that your teammates can do their job. So it'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the 20. Out of field goal range, I'm sure, based on that first attempt.
I think North Branch would be happy to get 4 or 5 yards here with a shorter 4th down attempt. Here you go, pass.
Gets away. Nice play. That was a freshman. He looked like a freshman on that play, stepping up and just throwing it and getting rid of it.
Yep.
He had more time than what he thought, but his internal clock said throw the ball. I think he also had a little lane to run there, possibly.
Well, they had said before the game, yes, he's a freshman, but he is athletic.
Yes.
And you can see that by a couple of his runs during the game tonight.
Now, if we were playing Ovid Elsie, they'd be kicking a field goal right now.
Yeah.
Be about a 37-yarder. Damascus back. Over the middle, incomplete. Blue Devil defense.
Bend but don't break.
Bend but don't break, and they are a slugfest. Let's run it up and down the field, and they've been getting a lot of yards between the 20s. And the Blue Devils, second time in the red zone, have stiffened. Now it's time for that Blue Devil offense that's explosive to take off here. And, it is a dry track for the most part tonight. It looks good. So it's time for them to use their weapons. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go to Shorman here up the sidelines.
1-on-1.
Yeah, little hook and go. And
Here comes the quarterback with the keeper. He's still going.
It's going to be good for a Blue Devil first down. He's going to talk to his brother on that on Monday about.
There was a block to be had there.
Yes, there was. But you know, with that, if the ball gets on the other hash, that same play where he could pretend like he's going to block and then get up the field and just it doesn't have to be a rocket like you said, just a little whoop over the top. That's there. Twins near side, short side of the field. Shorman punt. It was going to be a pump and go.
Pump and go, or else the receiver ran the wrong route, or they were miscommunicated, because it looked like he wanted to get rid of that ball right away.
Wyatt Howell comes in untouched, 37. Anytime you get a blindside like that, you're happy to still have the ball.
Yes.
Yeah, you got Khalil Mack coming up from behind you. I think he's caused 8 fumbles already this year.
That guy's a menace.
Plays his old team this weekend. 4 and 7 to go. 2nd and 14. Shorman, Twins to his right. Oh, he fumbled it, but he got it back.
Straight up the middle, quarterback run.
Gains about 5. He'll bring up 3rd and 8 along 7. If you're the Blue Devils here, you obviously would love a first down, but get a few more yards and flip this field. This whole first half has been all about Bronco field position. Haven't been able to take advantage, so don't put any points on the board. Right between the 20s.
Boy, this first half is flying by.
Shorman, Twins to his left, closer. Oh, up, if that was up just a hair, he still almost caught it. Didn't seem to, I couldn't see if there was pressure, and he had to let that go a little early. 4th and 8, 3:09 to go. Definitely a punt situation. See what North Branch does, if they set up a return or if it's poison again. Number 20 back there, Mears, muffed one earlier. That would have been a game changer if the Blue Devils were able to pounce on it. Punt is up and away.
Roll.
That's not going to be returnable. It's going to be probably the worst field position so far tonight for the Broncos. Well, no, the opening drive, they started at about the 28-yard line.
Right.
This will be about the 37-yard line.
Slowly flipping the script, but you got to get a stop here. Richmond, even if you don't score, you don't want to give up points here, because you're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and the situation here, too, is like you said, get a stop here instead of at your own 20. And you could punch one in here and totally change the momentum of this game. If they could get the ball back, the Blue Devils, and get some points on the board and go up at halftime, and I don't want to say the Broncos have dominated, but the advantage is definitely theirs.
Oh, they've had the ball a lot longer than we have.
So that would be pretty demoralizing to them.
Inside.
Off tackle,
right there in the middle.
Power football to the right. That is old school T formation, I believe, and I got to check this at halftime, but I think this Jeremy Furman was at Almont and is one of the coaches that turned that program around. I think he took over right after Gary Carson gave it up in about the 2005-06 era. I think Jeremy was the coach. Did a nice job, and then didn't. I think he was a co-head coach, and something didn't work out, and took his talents elsewhere. There's that trap again, counter.
Better hang on to him right there. There we go.
He's going to be short. It's going to bring up a 3rd.
If I remember, we have not had a timeout by either. One timeout. North Branch did use one timeout in the first quarter on their first drive, right? So they have 2 left as the clock's down under 2 minutes here. So there has to be a little bit of urgency if you're trying to score, because I don't think the field goal range is very significant.
No, and the Blue Devils have a kicker with Barton and Vershave. I was up here a couple Sundays ago, and Vershave was up here kicking. He was not automatic, but he was hitting 47, 48 yarders. Damascus, wing T behind him, off tackle right. He gets it, dances in there, didn't finish and wrap up. It's going to be a Bronco first down at the Blue Devil 48.
Let's go, Chains. Let's go.
Yeah, they got to get going here. That's what they got to do.
This referee doesn't wait for anybody. He's been winding that clock from the beginning of the game.
You're absolutely right, though. Usually they wait till that down marker, or at least the first chain is set.
Yeah.
But he's doing a nice job.
He's consistent.
Yep. 1 and 10 to go, second quarter, no score. See if Broncos have any trickeration here.
Yeah. Oh, that's a false start.
Yep, and there's the flag.
On the left side line.
Now, see his flag, he threw it there. It's almost like orange. So it's hard to see. It's like, was he in a mud bowl last week and he didn't wash his flag?
The line judge on our side actually has a red flag. When he threw his earlier in the game, I noticed it was red.
Well, and he should wind it here. It'll be 1st and 15.
So we're inside a minute and counting. I don't think North Branch saw the clock winding.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they're built to score quick either. And they might be content on the road 0-0 at half.
Yeah.
Motion inside trap.
Inside. Better tackle. There we go.
If he didn't run into his old man, he might have had more. He ran into the back of his running back. Here's a timeout. Second one for North Branch with 29 seconds.
There's a flag on the play. There's a flag back here. This is from the back judge again.
Is he going to say, this time I did see holding? Let's see. I hope that's not against the Blue Devils. Let's see. We're waiting. Still waiting. We're waiting for the call here. He's writing a number. Oh, there was a timeout. Okay, so there was a timeout. And it seems like they're calling it against the Blue Devils. It looked like he was holding is he saying horse collar? What's... Still waiting. Flag on a play.
Maybe they take so much time in between throwing the flag and figuring out they forget what the original flag was for.
Well, when we do this in a few years, Scott,
you're right. We can't make too much fun now because
we're going to know what not to do.
Exactly.
Well, now they bring in the other. 29 seconds to go, second quarter, no score. North Branch moving the ball. One timeout left. Here we go after the play on sportsmanlike conduct against North Branch. That's a 15-yard penalty. I'm not sure their coach knows, although I see him running up and down the sidelines right now talking to his players.
This might become the point now where you said earlier, we're just content to go in halftime because
one timeout.
One timeout, 2nd and 20 something.
You're not a throwing team.
No.
You don't want to pick 6 here.
No. I think Richmond might want to move a couple guys back just to be sure.
They're spreading it out. Twins to his left. Damascus single back behind him, wing left. Sneaky motion away. He's a lateral. He can throw it.
Yeah.
And that was going to be a double pass. 20 seconds and counting, third down. Now I'm sure they're not in a hurry at all.
Letting it run out.
Number 10 standing by coach. He's looking. He's not. He put his play sheet in his back pocket. He's like, we're going to let it run out with 4. 3, 2, 1. That is the end of the first half. Blue Devils 0, North Branch 0. One turnover so far. Blue Devils on an interception. And the Blue Devils stopping the Broncos on down twice. So a turnover. So the Blue Devils will get the opening kick. It'd be interesting to see what Snyder can do.
Yeah.
If Snyder can get it in return.
That, and I noticed he ran free a couple times on some routes, and he was open.
Yep.
And I think he got a little frustrated that the ball didn't get to him when he was open. So maybe they'll make some adjustments, realize that, he's one of your playmakers.
Right. Well, and like on that one play when he was wide open, just they needed to set his feet a little bit and just get it there because there wasn't anybody within 15-yard radius around him.
And with his speed, you get him in space, good things happen.
Yeah, so this game is going to be a matter of who makes better adjustments here in the second half. Keith Bartell, Scott Simmons, we will be back after this.
You may take the field for tonight's performance. On the 5th day of August, in an early year of the decade, not too long before your own, a band started practicing music, some of the most unforgettable musicals of all time. The Richmond Marching Band performs their halftime show, beginning with Little Shop of Horrors, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of places. Les Miserables is a French historical novel by Victor Hugo, first published in 1862, and is considered one of the great novels of the 19th century. The original French musical premiered in Paris in 1980, and its English language adaptation on Broadway in 1986. The Richmond Marching Band bring you the I Dreamed a Dream, featuring trumpet soloist Junior Samantha Gall and Senior Kaylee Grabowski. Mamma Mia is a jukebox musical based on the songs of ABBA. Move with us to one of ABBA's greatest hits, Dancing Queen. Phantom of the Opera is a musical based on the 1909 French novel. Andrew Lloyd Webber set this haunting story to music that has captured the emotions and minds of audiences. We conclude our performance with the powerful Phantom of the Opera featuring senior color guard soloist Morgan de Kaiser. Let's hear one more time for the Richmond Marching Band. Visit Richmond High School this week for the band's annual pumpkin and vendor sale on October 5th and 6th. All sorts of fall outdoor decor will be available. Hope to see you there.
We get ready for the second half here. No score. In case you're just joining us, the Broncos have been able to move the ball from within the 20s pretty much all night, getting inside the red zone 3 times. Wide left once, and then stopped on downs twice. Deep to receive this opening second half kick from the north end is Snyder and Zach Shorman. The kick is low. Squibber, if that goes out of bounds, get the ball at the 40. That'll be the best field position for the Blue Devils.
There's your red flag down there.
And there's a red flag, and the red flag's for going out of bounds. But Reinhardt. So Brandon Shorman brings the team out.
1st and 10, Blue Devils with the ball spotted.
Should be at the 40. I know it's 40 in college and pros.
It's a 35-yard line, I guess.
I thought it was a 40.
Penalty or legal motion against the
I guess when you use red flags, it's 35.
1st and 10, Richmond ball spotted.
So Shorman with Delore split to his right, Twins to his left, Snyder in the slot. Montanari takes it off tackle. He's got a lead block.
There he goes.
He goes. Nice play. Gain of about 16 yards. Number 8. Deshesky tackled from behind. Did a nice job of trying to punch that ball out.
He really did. Whatever adjustment Richmond made in the middle, in the halftime there, must have worked because they saw something and they right away attacked the left side of North Branch's defensive line. Looks like they isolated Schweiger. Is Schweiger on the end down here?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like they isolated Schweiger, and he had a great kick-out block, which opened that hole for Montanari to run through.
Not a good play.
How do we turn on this mic here?
Second and 9.
11 minutes to go. Again, in case you're just joining the second half, no score. Big opening drive for the Blue Devils. It would be nice to put some points on the board, to put some pressure on that North Branch team that's methodical but not explosive.
Here he is.
Montanari bounces it outside. It's taken down at about the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Farthest penetration Richmond has in North Branch's territory all night.
This is definitely probably 4-down territory. The problem is if you get stopped on this, you lose the field position battle again.
Exactly.
But I think North Branch has proven that they can go from the 10-yard all the way to the red zone. It's what they can do in the red zone. The defense of the Blue Devils have answered every challenge so far. Same formation, Shorman off tackle.
Quarterback kept it.
Kept it.
Go forward. That a boy. First down.
Way to bounce it up and in.
All day long, the ends for North Branch have crashed down. And despite the fact that Shorman has kept the ball 3 times now, they still crash. They do not respect the quarterback running the ball, and I think you got to exploit that as you go forward here.
Yes, you do. Well, and it's one of those situations where, okay, you made some great halftime adjustments, and now you're having success. If North Branch adjusts to stop your success, then you have to adjust. And Coker's very good at that. He's got good guys upstairs that help with that too. So Shorman, shotgun, off tackle right to Montanari, gain of maybe 4, call it 3.5. I'd like to see him put his other hand on the ball there.
That was chased down from the backside by number 8, Deshetsky again.
Krzyzewski's had a nice game. 2nd and 7.
He's had his number called quite a bit.
Gain of 3 on the play, 3 and 7. 2 and 7.
Shorman probably going to be that same formation. Twins to one side, flanker to the other. Montanari to his right or left. Here we go. Twins near side. Snyder in the slot. Delore wide. Shorman left. Shorman keeps it. Nice cut. Nice job cutting back up. Got hit pretty hard there by number 9.
Still
Robinette. But you take that every play as long as your quarterback can survive it, because he got hit pretty hard there.
3rd and 2. Another one.
Definitely 4 down territory. If it was the end of the game, it might be a field goal try by Vershave or Barton. 8 and 20 to go. Keith Bartell, Scott Simmons bringing you Richmond varsity football on a chilly October 4th. Blue Devils hoping to set up what would be a championship game next Friday. The ace formation. Montanari
Quarterback again.
Kept it again.
Nice job. Oh, there's that field a little bit.
Yep. Tried to cut to the right and slip, but they'll take it. He's in at the 19. Blue Devils for the first time tonight in the red zone. Getting 4, is that the third first down this drive, and they've had 1 in the first half?
Correct. Yeah. And we're doing it on the ground. Everything's been on the ground. You punch it in here for a touchdown really sends a statement that, hey.
And you're playing a team that likes ball control, run the clock, and use the clock. So this would be huge. Twins near side again, ace formation. Montanari to the right, gives it to him off tackle.
He's going forward. That's 5 yards and still going.
Gain of 4?
Maybe 4.
Yeah, we'll call it 4. Bring up 2nd and 6. You take that every play. Keeping them honest with the inside read option. They marked it back. I thought he got to the line. But that play's been setting up Shorman outside, and like you said, the ends have not adjusted. They keep crashing. Blue Devils starting this second half like the Broncos started the first. Hopefully it ends better.
Oh, he's wide open. He's going to race to the corner now.
Little misdirection,
He's
and he is in. Snyder.
The end never saw him. The end was chasing the quarterback, and it almost looked like one of them Top Gun things. Where'd he go? He said, where'd who go?
Yeah, both of them were chasing down, going down the line, and then when they shuffle past it up, it was like, whoop, and they were like, oh no.
Yep.
And then Snyder outran the Broncos secondary. This extra point here is huge.
Yes. You know, Snyder's a track guy. At that point, when he got the ball, it was a race, and not too many people are going to catch him.
Excellent call by Coker. Haven't seen that play in the last few years. Kick down and is up, and it was not pretty, but it went through. Zach Shorman with a nice hold.
North Branch 0.
And Barton with the extra point.
Against those 50-50 tickets.
Nice play, nice opening drive of the second half. Took off just under 7 minutes. Nice opening drive. Just under 6 minutes.
0430.
Same, looked like the exact same North Branch drive, but with putting points on the board.
Right. Richmond, when they got down in the zone, found a way to capitalize, came up with the play to score, and you know that's what's going to take to win a game of this magnitude. Obviously, they look like even teams. Just got to find that one special play that gets you in, and Richmond did it.
And now the defense, can they keep responding? And the defense has kept the Blue Devils in this game tonight.
I'm sure North Branch has made some adjustments too, so we'll see what they get. What they pull out of their bag of tricks when they get the ball.
Number 4 back for North Branch. And number 14, Martin.
Martin's had the ball a lot today.
for shave to kick. He's the big leg. Last one to start the game was on the 5. High end over end. This one's shorter. The run up. He's going to have to get on it. Martin.
Just got to stay upfield with your Richmond. Attaboy. Yep. Good job by them.
That was a nice job there, but I'm trying to see what number he is. That's
it's
70. That's Schweiger.
14 Bartolomucci and Schweiger. They kept their lanes.
Yep, they kept their lanes.
Brunel was in there too.
Because they don't keep their lanes, he could get outside. Because they kept their lanes, like you said, everyone else did their job and tackled them at the 11. Because what could have been ugly there, because what happens is when you overkick your coverage, and that was overkicked by mistake, you start to spread out, you create natural lanes, and if you don't stick and squeeze your lanes in, stay in your lanes but squeeze them in, that's when big plays happen. And nice job by Schweiger and Bartolomucci.
That'll make your special teams coach happy.
Yep. T formation, off tackle, near side.
There's that cutback again.
They've been close to breaking one of those all night. That's number 14, Martin.
Richmond's number 14, Bartolomucci with the tackle again. And again, that's your safety coming up, making hits. And unless he's sacking the quarterback on a blitz, you don't want that.
No, too many on first down, but 2nd and 4. But they're at their 17. Blue Devils hopefully can get a 3 and out here or a 6 and out. Get the field position, milk that clock, and put them away. Double tight T, off tackle, near side.
There's a cutback again. Ooh, again.
There's a flag. It can't be face mask. It's not face mask, and it's not horse collar. It was his shoulder pad.
Right.
What's the call? I think they're going to call 15-yard face mask. 5-yard face mask. That's not a good call. That's called a I've been chirping in your ear all night call. Furman in the referee's ear, and he listened. There's no way that was a face mask. They marked off 15 yards.
15 yard takes it up to about the 41-42 line.
He didn't say personal foul.
Which will make it a first down. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Not a good call. Gives him 15 yards. Double tight T. That looks like they're going to stick into it.
They got him inside.
Nice job.
Danny McKernan again. Boy, he's plugged that up all night.
Yes, he has. Number 8.
Deshesky gets that handoff brought down by the middle
no
of the
gain.
Line. Looks like led there by
I think McKernan 51 has had a solid night so far. He's just, they never get the credit because he's just getting double teamed all night long. But boy, he's really done his job. He's firing the gaps, and when they come up the middle, he's not giving much.
No, he's not. And he's hard to push out of there.
He's a strong kid.
Yes, he is. That's hay baling and working hard on the farm. His grandpa Ron, great guy. Double tight wing T.
Right again. There he goes.
Nice hard run, following his blocker, still going.
Number 24, the handoff. Randy gets it up over the 45 to about
now
I
thought that was the running back still going, but it was a lineman. He came up, looked like
about the 48-yard line.
Wasn't real happy.
It's going to make a 3rd down and about 4.
3rd and 4, big play here. Because I would not think this is 4-down territory. You play the field position game with another quarter that is going by fast. 4 minutes and counting. 4:16. Motion near side.
Wide, got him. Had him. No.
Kept chugging those legs. Nice job by that running back. Had him.
Kept the legs moving, turned forward, or north and south, and
a
lot of
carried a couple guys.
A lot of willpower there by that running back. So North Branch in Blue Devil territory again at the 47 of Richmond. aided by a 15-yard questionable call. Broncos not panicking, doing a nice job answering. Motion away. 24. Nice stick, but it's 7-8 yards downfield.
Right side out there, brought down.
I don't think that was a bad job of making him turn back in, but there wasn't any pursuit.
No.
But a gain on the play of about 7 yards.
Too
6
many,
yards.
so we'll call it
2 and 4.
2nd and 4 on the 41 of the Blue Devils.
41-yard line.
24 had a nice run on that Ranny.
We're getting down to that point of the field where Richmond has to stop the bending part and go to the don't break.
Single back, motion away, inside handoff. Nice
There's
job again.
McKernan. I'm telling you, he owns that guy in front of him.
And you wonder, your North Branch faithful in the crowd right now, people that don't understand football are saying, why are they still running that play? Why are they still? Well, they're running that play to set up the fake boot.
Is this your 4-down territory?
I don't know if I would give Richmond the ball here.
How about 4th and 2?
Yeah, I'd go for it.
There you go.
So, well, you're right. They want to get 2.5, 3 yards on this play. 3rd and 5 from the 42. Loss of 1 on that last play. Motion near side. That's been their bread and butter. That's holding.
Fell down.
Martin with a handoff trying to get around this side here. Brought down by Schneider right there.
Schneider.
Off the 41-yard line.
Gain.
Maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
This is why they get paid the big bucks right here, Keith.
Yes, it is.
4th and a long 4.
With the whole 4th quarter and 3 timeouts on both sides.
Yeah.
A lot of football to be played yet, but he's bringing in 6, 7 guys. Looks like Damaski might be the punter.
So quarterback's the punter here, so you have to play safe. You kind of count him and make sure that there's no fake here. Make sure he kicks the ball. Richmond didn't have anybody back.
No, they don't.
They don't trust it either.
It is a fake.
He's short.
He's short.
He's short. He's short.
It was a nice play, but he is
He's
short.
short.
They're going to measure.
Boy, it's just tight. What's
No, you don't do that. You put
the ball down when you mark it.
You put the ball down where you mark it. That's a terrible call.
Actually, it's just bad procedure.
Yeah. You put the ball down where you mark it. You don't toss it in and then make the mark. That's several procedural errors tonight by this officiating crew. They don't know what they're doing. It's a tough job, but this is Friday night. You get that stuff straightened out on Thursday nights, fellas. You spot it, you set it down, you don't throw it in and then make the decision. Double tight wing, Damaski.
Yep. Delay a game.
Delay a game. That's a quick. Furman doesn't like it. He didn't think that he was counting. Well, one of his 15 coaches over there should have picked that up. So 1st and 15, ball back to the 42. Man, I couldn't believe, we're going to have to watch that. I couldn't believe that spot. Not only the spot, but then like you said, procedural.
You mark it and let that the head official come over and make a determination right there on that spot. And most likely you would think in a 4th down play like that close, you're going to get a measurement just to be sure.
Absolutely, and his knee was down and he kept rolling and running forward and they marked him 1.5 yards up. He was clearly short. Nice fill.
Oh, great fill. That starts with Colton Stricker coming deep from the safety position or his deep corner, forcing him back inside, and great pursuit by Wesley Peters from the middle linebacker position. Just coming inside out, great pursuit angle, cleaned it up.
Nice hit. 2nd and 16.
That's going to be it for your quarter.
Yes, it is. Wow, another one gone. It is 8:20, an hour and 20 minutes into this in a 15-minute halftime.
Yeah.
We are starting the 4th quarter. Blue Devils given lots of yards between 20s and then stiffening answering the bell so far. Check us out on YouTube, TV 12, Richmond TV 12, or Comcast Channel 6. Jason Robbins is our producer. I'm Keith Bartels, joined by Scott Simmons, Tyler Blish, and Tristan Dooley on camera tonight, doing an excellent job. Our game last week rained a little bit on them at the end. Tonight it's a little cold. I love this kind of football.
Yeah.
You know, both teams are hitting hard. Both teams are relatively mistake-free. Hadn't been a lot of mistakes tonight.
No.
Broncos didn't dominate, but they moved the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
That third quarter, I would say Richmond was a Richmond quarter such as the Broncos played in the first two quarters.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth quarter, this is why you start lifting all those weights in the summer, and this is why you show up August in shape.
Mm-hmm.
We start the fourth quarter.
Championship dreams for a championship game next week. Motion near side
Pass.
fake. He rolls this way. He's got a guy over the middle. Oh! That was
it's tipped by Barlamucci too. He had it, got underneath the route, got a hand on it.
to Martin. That would not have been caught if he didn't tip it, but that happens the way it bounces sometimes. So the Blue Devils need to stiffen here, and that's a bummer too, because it was 2nd and 16.
Yeah.
11 and 50 to go. Let's see, the ball is at the 18-yard line of the Blue Devils. The fourth time the Broncos have been inside the red zone so far, have not been able to put any points on the board. Different formation here. There's that off tackle.
They didn't get
14,
to the edge.
and he cut it up. He is going to be taken down. It is a first down. Be first and goal from the 6. Their first opening drive, they had first and goal from the 4.
First and goal from the 6-yard line for the Broncos.
Yeah, I wish, Blue Devils got a stiffen here, but looking forward to watching this broadcast, not because of us, but because of that fourth down play.
Yeah.
That's a big play, big call so far. Blue Devils have to answer. Flanker right, Damascus under center. Motion near side. Inside. Gets down to about the 3.
Getting it down inside the 5 to about the 3.
It'll be second and goal from the 3.
Interior defensive line led by Raskin McKernan. Greg Diolo in there.
It's getting a little chippy down there.
Yes, it is.
There's some guys chirping back and forth, and you can't afford to take a penalty here.
No, if you don't want to get third down, fourth down, stop them, and then have them get an automatic first down, and then if you're North Branch, you already killed one first and goal with a penalty. Double tight wing power game here. Off tackle right, cut back. He is in 14.
And
touchdown.
14, Martin takes it in from 4 yards out for a Bronco touchdown at the 10:05.
Martin
on the fourth quarter
gets in to pay dirt. He's excited. Now what's going to happen here? He's bringing out the tee. He's going to kick an extra point. He missed one, 29 from earlier. And I'm surprised, like you said, he didn't warm up before the game started. He didn't warm up at halftime. This is DeWitt, senior kicker, number 60 to hold. Offensive center, Rattiff. Snap is away. It is slow. Took forever to get there. It is up, and it is good. That took a long time to develop. That snap was kind of a...
On the fourth quarter, it is Richmond 7, North Branch 7.
So after 3 quarters and 2 minutes, we are tied at 7 apiece. Well, the Broncos answered that Blue Devil drive. Now the Blue Devils are going to have to answer that Bronco drive. And I think, you know, you go back to Montanari again, you know, off tackle, and then when that's, you know, we pulled it and we gave the ball, or Shorman kept it. Just, you have 10 minutes to go. That first drive was 6, so you have another drive, another 6-minute drive, give them the ball back with 4 minutes, you know, up 14-7. Avoid the turnovers, get good field position here. You got Zach Shorman and Snyder deep. Both of them can take it to the distance. Now, this is why you have a senior quarterback, you know, and you have some talented seniors on this team that got check time and all that experience in the games last year and the summer commitment. Fans don't like it to be this close, but this is a great football game.
It really is a good one to watch.
Your football enthusiasts love it. Your Blue Devil football enthusiasts love it, and they'll love it even more with a Blue Devil victory. So DeWitt kicks.
They're going to kick it to us.
That's going to be a touchback. Falls, goes into the end zone. Been interesting to see if he would have picked it up. Probably a good choice.
Yeah.
Knuckle a ball in there. You pick that up, you fumble it. You know, and they pin you inside the 10-yard line. You got to go 90 yards or more. It's tough versus getting it out to the 20. Because at the 20, you have your full playbook. At the 10, inside, you're conservative. Although I've seen Coker throw out of his own end zone a lot, so you never know. So
I think he has a lot of trust and faith in his senior quarterback in the offense.
So Brandon Shorman shotgun, Montanari to his left. Zach near side, he pulls it. Good stiff arm. Oh, he's calling Shorman for illegal block in the back. That's another questionable call. You know, when you engage with your blocker, and again, I'd like to see this again, but when you're engaged in the front and he spins to go make the tackle, that's not a block in the back.
Correct.
Not if you start in the front, but I gotta have to see it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we gotta, like you said, watch the tape.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 20. That's the last thing you wanted if you were the Blue Devils.
First down, 1st and 20.
1st and 20 from their own 10. 9:50 to go. Twins near side. Shorman, Montanari to his left. Drops back to pass. That's interference.
He caught it.
And he caught it.
He caught it.
Came back. That's that back shoulder throw in the middle of the field. That's going to be good for a first down. First down, Blue Devils on their own 42-yard line. It's going to be declined. Pass interference. That's tough for the corner.
Yeah, he's got his back turned, and he doesn't anticipate that receiver coming back to the ball. He just knows he's beat by 3 yards, because he was.
Right.
He was beat by 2-3 yards.
When Shorman first stepped up to throw that ball, I was saying no, because if that corner was playing, again, tough spot, but if he would have reacted quicker, he had an easy interception.
Yeah.
Blue Devils will take it after that almost near interception that kept the Broncos drive going. Shorman keeks it. He gets on the outside, shows a little bit of his wheels, puts down his shoulder. It's good to see. You are right. It is getting a little chippy here.
A lot of talking going on out there.
A lot of talking, and neither side can afford a penalty. They don't give 15 yards. Saw how crucial it was on the Broncos' last drive. But a lot of overlapping and getting in each other's faces and jaw jacking. I'm wondering, those red flags. I'm wondering if, and I see the pink. I'm wondering if that's breast cancer. I know October.
It might be.
it's a breast cancer thing, and there's a lot of games for the cure. And so I'm wondering if that flag is supposed to be pink. It's a little reddish, but
We're at 5 seconds on the play clock. 4, 3, got it off.
He counts it quick, doesn't he?
Here he comes. Ooh. Too much dancing back there. He's just got to come to the bottom of the screen here and get to the edge.
Yeah, if he would have bounced that out quicker, he would have had a nice game because he got caught up in the scrum there a little bit. 3rd and 5. I don't think this is 4-down territory with 7:50 to go, 3 timeouts.
Maybe a little button hook. Or what we haven't seen is a drag across the middle to the tight end or to Schneider, like the one that was wide open in the first quarter.
Twins to his right, Snyder in the slot to the lower far, Shorman near side, pitch and catch.
Sharman pass goes incomplete. Intended for Shorman down here, defending on the play, number 21, Jackson Schultz.
So that'll bring 4th and 5.
4 and 6.
It's one of those plays where, if he catches it, you're still going to be 3 yards short. Coach Coker probably wants that more towards the sticks. But that sets up the pump and go later. The Broncos don't have anybody back. They're coming. That's off. That was false start. I mean, not false. Offsides.
Yeah.
What was he looking at?
And Sherman's punt rolls dead down there.
It's a good punt to be about the 17-yard line. That far left end was offsides. I tell you, that far official over there is he's a little intimidated by that North Branch coaching staff. So 1st and 10 Broncos from their own 18-yard line, 7:20 to go. Check us out on Richmond TV 12, YouTube, or Comcast Channel 6. Jason Robbins, our producer. Tyler Bliss and Tristan Dooley on camera. Damaska with motion to his left.
Golly.
It's that same play.
They got him that time.
It filled nicely. I'm not sure he didn't slip. That's been a good play for him. Now the ball being on that hash mark is better for the Blue Devil defense with the left-handed quarterback because this wide side of the field is pretty wide. 6:50 to go. Blue Devils. Number 15 again came. I guess they didn't break the huddle with 12.
Here we come.
Inside handoff.
There it is. Cracchiolo, nice job.
Gain on the play.
Yashetsky with a hand up, getting it over the 20 to about the 23.
Schneider.
Boy, they are just chirping like crazy. They're begging for a 15-yard penalty. This is the worst time to get it.
Both teams. It all depends on what the official sees. I don't know if the coaches upstairs for either team radio down and tell the coaches. I wouldn't doubt to see that screen play again that they ran earlier. Because I don't think they're going to do anything crazy. They're pretty conservative. 5:55 to go.
Quarterback keeper.
He's in the shotgun.
Oh, different quarterback.
Inside quarterback keeper. He is going to be well short. He is going to be well short, so we are in a punting situation. Now, if you're the Blue Devils, you're going to get decent field position. I don't see him going for it here. 5:30 down, counting. He will not go for it here. I mean, you got to play for it like he does, like the Blue Devils are. I'd still have somebody back.
Yeah,
Your sure-handed person. Timeout.
Timeout on the field.
North Branch. Well, It's 4th and 4. Somebody upstairs said something to him. I don't know how you can go for it.
You can't. I really don't. Well, I guess you can. I'm just thinking the percentages aren't great.
Well, and they see they don't have any. They see that the Blue Devils don't have anybody back, so you call a timeout here. But this puts pressure on a 17, 18-year-old kid, because if you're telling that kid, "Hey, listen, just kick it away. It doesn't have to be high or booming. Just get it to roll." Well, that's easier said than done.
Right. The punts that Richmond has had tonight, I think the roll has been very fortunate, because it's still a semi-soft field out there, given all the rain we had. So.
Well, and it looks like he's putting Snyder, Coach Coker's putting Snyder back there.
Yeah.
So that timeout might have helped the Blue Devils save some field position here, if they do indeed punt it, which...
Well, last time they lined up the punt, the quarterback was the punter, and they ran the fake out of it.
Right, to the left.
To the left. Now, 29 is back there punting, and this is your place kicker. DeWitt.
Probably more of a boomer. Snyder's sneaking up. Motion...
Nope, get out of there. Let it hit.
They
got the roll.
Yeah, they got what they wanted out of that. So 4:57 to go. Blue Devils take over on their 33-yard line. They almost had that blocked if he would have laid out a little bit instead of coming vertically. If he would have.
5 minutes left. Little bit of little to no win. What do you think I get to? The 25-yard line? To have a shot?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to eat some clock, get some first downs, eat some clock. Definitely don't want to give the ball back right away.
No.
Need just at least one first down just to move the ball, gain some field position.
I think you go a little bit of Montanari and keep it on the ground here, keep the clock going, churn some yards.
Boy, there's 3 guys at the point of attack, and we have 1 blocker there.
No gain on the play. That will bring up 2nd and 10. We'll keep the clock moving. Broncos used 1 timeout. Blue Devils have all 3 remaining, so they're really not in a hurry. Plenty of time. With 3 timeouts, you don't get it here and you punt it away. You still have plenty of time with your timeouts. Twins near side, Snyder and Shorman. This is a pass play. Off tackle, rolls right.
Got him. Missed him again.
I think he also had Delore behind the secondary. If he threw it up and over around the 40-yard line, that time he has Snyder, but Snyder would have had to sit down in the middle of that coverage. That one could have easily been picked off, because that time there was 4 around. I mean, they were still 8 to 10 yards away from him. Not as open as the first half, but going to give the ball back here if they don't pick up something here. They don't pick up 10, 11 yards. Montanari to his left. Hopefully he's there to pick up the blitzing linebacker. He does a nice job. Steps up, throws away. That's interference. How could that not be interference?
He did. Oh, we got a call right here.
Who threw it?
The line judge here threw it.
Yeah, that guy in the back, he swallowed his whistle. It's like, I'm not calling that. And then look at the other sidelines. They got their hands up.
Yeah.
That was clearly interference. The Blue Devils will take it. 4 and 7 seconds to go. It's not a spot foul. It's a 15-yarder, so it'll be Blue Devils first down on about their 48-yard line. 47.
Yeah.
He marked that off a little short. Should be
did. That is a...
and that's why you throw that up. It's a 50-50 ball, and Shorman, Montanari, Shorman keeps. He's got a big hole up the middle. He cuts back.
Stay in bounds first down. There you go.
Almost a late hit. Good sportsmanship there by 56 to help up Shorman. Andrews. You know, in a situation like that, you just gave up a big first down, and you still help up the quarterback. Nice job. With it being chippy, that's good to see. 3 and 58. The head official here, he's winding her. Blue Devils are probably 20 yards away from at least in the tent, but they're thinking touchdown. See, he's got Bartolomucci back in there.
There you go, wide. Ooh.
Gains about 6-7 yards. Nice play.
Yeah.
Did a nice job following Bartolomucci.
Bartolomucci was following, I believe, Schweiger on this side. It might have been Cracchiolo. I can't really see. Yeah, Cracchiolo. They just kind of plowed their way ahead. That's 6.5, almost 7 yards. That's a big first down.
Yes, it is. With 3 and 35 to go, out of bounds. Clock will stop. This is where Coker, I think, is at his best, playing chess. Senior quarterback. Yeah, you can't
He's
dance.
Dancing. He's not hitting the hole hard.
Loss of 1 on the play, bring up 3rd and 5. Well, this is 4-down territory. You got 3 and 18 to go. Well, I think you go Shorman here, fake the off tackle right, and have him either bounce it outside or take it off tackle. It's been a good play that they haven't really adjusted to. They're not set up that way.
Quarterback kept it.
He's wide
Got
open.
him. Yep, tight end drag.
Bartolomucci
Still going.
keeps
That a
going.
boy.
Oh, that's not a flag. What is that call? This is going to be short of a first down. There's unbelievable. He was way back here. Just like in the first half when he was back and he waved it off. This better be another wave off.
Richmond's backing up.
Unbelievable. And it's not from where your flag is. If you're calling holding, it's where the ball was. What's the personal foul? Targeting.
On who?
On who? What?
I didn't see it. Again, we're going to have to watch this tape. Skip straight ahead to 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game.
Unbelievable. That first down wasn't a first down. This crew's got to be getting 5s. And the clock doesn't start right now.
Doesn't start right now. No.
This is unbelievable. 3rd and 14. Shorman, shotgun, fakes it, drops back. That's interference, and he catches it anyway.
He caught it.
Nice catch. No flag on the play. Unbelievable. Good hands.
Wow.
Look at 33 crying to the official. Throw the flag. Don't.
Well, now North Branch is going to start using timeouts.
And now the clock does wind. Here we go. Blue Devils have all 3 timeouts left.
You want the touchdown here.
Oh, absolutely.
You want the touchdown here. You're not playing for a field goal. You're still, if you get nowhere, that's still a 33-yard field goal. And I know we have kickers, but
what a play, though.
Yeah, what a catch.
17, 18-year-old kids. You just had a big first down. You get called for targeting. You're inside their 25-yard line. Bring it brought back, and you get a big play like that. Shorman, Montanari to his right, Twins to his left, Delore to his right, split. Handoff.
got to get wide.
Got to get wide. Nice.
He did turn up. That a boy. And he's inbounds. Clock's still going to run.
Yep. Did a nice job following his block.
I guess if you're North Branch, you're not going to use timeouts. You're just going to hold them.
Short gain on the play. Looked like he got more than what he did. Took a long ways to develop. 2nd and 7, 1 and 13 to go. But when you're inside the 15, you probably need 8 seconds per play. So you got a lot of time with 3 timeouts. And we're at a minute to go in the 4th in a very exciting and quick moved game.
Gotta go.
Off tackle.
Well, they put it in the middle of the field. You're going to take one shot at the end zone before you kick a field goal here, maybe.
Number 33.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that same play action, and Shorman's going to keep it this side on the left. You want to get in there closer. That wasn't much of a gain.
You're going to get maybe here a post corner, kind of that inside slant, and then to the pylon. I think Coker's going to take time out here.
Timeout on the field, Richmond.
So you got 3rd down. What you're doing if you're Coker here is you got 2 timeouts left. You got 22 seconds. You need about 7 to 8 seconds to run a play, unless it's past the end zone. I believe, let's say you're going to set up. You're on the 13, 14.
It's about 32-yard field goal for high school, 31-yard field goal.
Yeah, and then who do you do Barton or do you?
I think Vershay's your kicker at that point. I think they take a shot at the end zone here. Post corner.
Or do you run Shorman on that read option off tackle to the left, heading east towards us, and try to get 5-6 yards, make that 32-yarder or 25-yarder.
Yeah.
So we have twins near side, Zach Shorman, Snyder in the slot, Delore far right, Montanari to the left of Shorman. He'll be in the block if it is a pass play. No over-the-top help for any of the receivers.
Post corner.
He's wide open. Touchdown, 2 feet, 3 feet, still in. Shorman to Shorman, Brandon to Zach. Now here's the question. You got 14 seconds, perfectly, you and I weren't really saying post corner because that's what they always do.
You're right.
So if you're North Branch, how much film do you have on Richmond? That's their go-to.
That's their go-to play. And
And the kid bit on the slant route.
On the slant, yeah.
And you just came out of a timeout. You say, listen, it's 3rd and 9. You keep everything in front of you. Nice play. Barton on the kick. Zach to hold. Kick down, up. And it is good. Making it the Blue Devils 14. North Branch 7. They got to change that. We're going to have to get on Bergeron here. He's got he's got North Branch 13. There he goes. All right, that a boy, Kevin.
You squibbing one down the middle here, Coach? Or are you going to let him just kick it away and try and get to the end zone? Because he's got the leg to do it.
I kick it deep. I just a 14-second 90-yard, with a couple.
Don't say it.
With a couple safeties back there.
Don't say it.
You want them to go the distance, but the other thing too here, Coach, is this is where you practice with your special teams.
Yeah.
Hitting it at about the 20 or 15-yard line on either the right side or the left side.
I don't think I don't know. I thought Vershey for kickoffs at least had a little bit bigger leg than Barton. Now Barton is the one in there kicking, so
he might be better at placing the ball.
Exactly right.
So
something that's going to hit the ground and cause them a little disruption in their return game.
So if he kicks it high and into the air and he puts it at about the 20 on the number or the 15, if it goes out of bounds, so what? They get it at the 35.
Correct.
That's about where they'd get it on a squib.
Yes.
So Barton, here we go. And it is a squib, and the clock will start.
Right there at the 40. So nothing hurt. And 4 seconds off the clock.
4 seconds off the clock. So now you talk to Zach Shorman and Snyder, and you say nothing.
Bartolomucci.
Absolutely nothing behind you. We were playing Gabriel Richard down at Gabriel Richard. Gabriel Richard, tough fought game back and forth. Ryan Shinska was the quarterback, and Ryan Shinska and Peter Kowski, and And those guys were on that team. It was 2001. Might have even been 2000. There were 7 seconds on the clock. We got the ball back, totally depressed because they scored at the end. We had to go 80 yards. They let our wide receiver get behind them. We scored, no time on the clock on a bomb. How does that happen?
Right. Boy, the coaches want deeper, and they're not there. That's in play.
That's in
Tackled, inbounds, out of bounds with 3 seconds left.
3 to go. They don't have to call a timeout. This next play, barring a defensive penalty, will be the last play of the game.
Coach Coker is yelling at Reese Renna to get deep. And he's got 2 timeouts left. If he's not comfortable with where they're at, he can call that timeout and get his defense set.
Right. Yeah, North Branch called timeout.
There you go. Okay.
So North Branch called timeout so we can get our guys set.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, this has been an exciting
It's been a good one to call.
You know, for the most part, I would say North Branch played sloppy. You know, didn't play sloppy. Richmond didn't play sloppy. The only thing I'd say sloppy was the procedural issues with the officials here. It hasn't been must be a Pac-10 crew. Maybe it was the one that was at Arizona State, Michigan State game. I don't know. Or the one that was at Ole Miss.
Yeah, that one. They had a rough crew too that day.
And then maybe the BWAC will issue an apology.
They were right, exactly. You know, North Branch played a really good game, and I bet you once they watch film, they won't see too much they'll be unhappy with, other than maybe the execution inside the 20-yard line.
Absolutely.
They had chances to score and just didn't do it.
No, they didn't.
Maybe some credit belongs to Richmond's defense too, but they're going to look at missed opportunities.
4 or 5 red zone appearances, 1 touchdown.
Right.
You're not going to win too many football games doing that. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean game and a well-played game on both teams. Sneaky motion away. Namaski throws it to 8. It's a lateral double pass.
Double pass back to number 8. Here we go.
He's got a bunch of people in front of him. That's an illegal block in the back. Cut against the grain.
Got him.
And that's going to be the end of the ball game. Is that Schweiger?
Schweiger got him.
Schweiger got him. He's getting chippy there a little bit. But that's going to happen. Coker's telling his kids to get over. So, you know, that's those, you know, you got to keep your head on a swivel because you're running and cutting back against the grain and the kid's coming back behind you from the north end of the field. You're going to get lit up.
You are. It's and it was a clean hit. It was a clean hit. And I think he saw him at the last moment there. Thankfully for him.
Yes.
Because Schweiger had him lined up.
Oh, that was a hit. The officials are running off the field, getting out of here as quickly as they can. So Blue Devils 14, Broncos 7. Since 1950, it's hard to believe, not too far apart, but these two teams only playing twice. North Branch winning last year and the Blue Devils avenging that loss. Coker said this summer when I was talking to him, he says, I want another shot at him. He says 37-0 is pretty embarrassing. He says, he goes, no matter how you slice it, it was a bad loss. He said, but we weren't healthy and a lot of things went our way. I'm not making excuses, but he wanted it. Well-fought game. I thought North Branch reminds me of those old Elmont teams that Furman used to have.
Right.
He's doing a nice job there at North Branch. So Keith Bartell, Scott Simmons bringing you Richmond Varsity football. This sets up a wonderful Blue Water Area Conference Championship game next week here on this field against Almont. We called it at the beginning of the year at Marysville, that opener, that Almont and the Blue Devils want to win the BWAC and are probably the two favorites with Croswell and North Branch on the outside looking in. North Branch had to win this to have any share of a title. They would have had to hope for Richmond to win next week to have a 3 or 4-way tie. It would be a 3-way tie, but the Blue Devils controlled their own destiny tonight and closed the door on North Branch BWAC hopes. Jason Robbins, our producer tonight, Tyler Blish and Tristan Dooley on camera. As always, Jason and his crew, Tyler and Tristan, do an excellent job. I don't know in how many years, this is one of the most exciting games. I like hard-fought, tight ball games, and tip my hat to both teams.
Yeah, even better when we come out on top.
Absolutely. Like I said, Blue Devil enthusiasts loving this game, and they'll love it even more if it's Blue Devils on that final scoreboard.
That's right.
And what a great game and what a response by the Blue Devils tonight. Offense. Defense won it for them.
Yeah. Credit to that defensive staff and the job they did this week getting those kids prepared, because they did a great job. You gave up 7 points.
Yep, and then they had the ball 4 times, and like you said, bend but don't break. They had the ball 4 times inside the red zone and only get 1 touchdown. So we will see you next week. Richmond Varsity Football. Keith Bartell, Scott Simmons. Go Blue.